Growing up with European family, we always made wine at home. My grandfather made wine, his father made wine. You know, I've got a Greek heritage, so as a young fellow, on the dining table, my father or my mother would give me a little splash of wine with some water in it, and since I can remember, I always had wine with my meals.
Well, for me, in the UK, growing up there, wine was on the table for Sunday lunch. But I suppose I got my taste for it at university in London when I stumbled across this course called the Historical Geography of Viticulture, which involved a tasting every Monday, which was a great excuse for a piss-up as a student.
Sounds like a thinly veiled piss-up.
Exactly, onto the pub afterwards. And it culminated in a field trip to Burgundy and Champagne for 2 weeks. My lecturer suggested working a harvest down under. And after that first vintage, I thought, this is for me. Well, first drop started on a boozy weekend to Margaret River.
Yes. Back in, I reckon it was 2004.
Yes. Yeah.
Matt and I took a trip to Margaret River and decided it was a great idea to start a winery and to make the wines that we wanted to make.
I mean, essentially, the wines are an extension of our personality. And so the way that we present those wines and tell those stories is just a reflection of who we are as people and as friends. And it's just trying to sort of communicate that in everything that we do.
I think the stories are our stories about, flavour, fun, friendship. Each wine has its own personality, and hopefully we capture that personality in the pack and in the story.
I mean, wine's there to be enjoyed,
Absolutely.
And whilst I can get, as geeky as the next winemaker about the intricacies, ultimately it is to make something that's fun, that's to be enjoyed with friends, with food. You never tire of seeing someone, getting pleasure from something that you've created. And that's really our essence, is about wines for enjoyment, for drinking, not just appreciating a glass. We're serious about the wine
Absolutely.
that we make. But we like to think that the wines will speak for themselves. Quality will out, ultimately. The world doesn't need another, winery that takes itself too seriously.
I think it's really important to be true to yourself and not to be swayed by fashion. Just be true to yourself, because at the end of the day, that's the most genuine expression you can offer. If you want to be plagiarising somebody else, whether it's in wine or in food or in fashion, then you've still got to live with yourself. So I think it's really important that you just be yourself and just do what you want to do.
Well, I mean, it's authenticity, isn't it?
Absolutely.
That's what it is. And I like to think that, again, we've always been authentic. It's just an extension of us. Sure, there's marketing involved, but it's not us ever sort of thinking about who we're trying to reach. It's, do we like it? Is this what we love? Yeah, okay, well, let's go with that. So it's really following your passion and, as John said, being true to yourself.